And really quickly, I just wanted to go make a video and kind of teach you the different ways you can generate leads for your own business and the pros and cons of each of those methods. Because some of them, it just depends on where your business is at, what kind of budget you have for marketing, and how quickly you need to grow. It depends on which method works best for you. Going from the top of the list on how to generate your own leads, the free method is by creating and ranking your own Google business listing. So when I look up your business name, I don't see any listing appearing, so it doesn't look like you have a Google business listing yet. So that would be the first step. You want to go to google.com/business and fill out all the information on there in order to make a profile. Because if you notice, whenever somebody searches for, Minneapolis air conditioning installation or heater installation or whatever else search term, the first thing that shows up is the ad. That we can get to that in a little bit. And then right after that, they'll see these 3 business listings and the map. So your goal should be in the top 3 business listings here. And it's really not hard depending on the location that you're at. If somebody searches for you and they're in Stacy, Minnesota, then you're going to show up in the top 3. Because there's not as much competition as there is in Minneapolis. So that will get you a few calls just by creating it correctly. So a few tips in order to rank it in the top 3. You want to make sure your profile is completely filled out. Make the business description at least 700 characters long. You're going to, of course, want to get as many reviews as you can, but notice this guy's ranking, and he only has 3 reviews, so it's not just reviews. Even if you're a small fry, you could still be ranking. This guy in particular, it depends on the business name. So if you have a keyword as your name, then you'll be able to rank higher. This heating and air conditioning, because I have air conditioning, he's ranking for that one. So for you, if somebody searches duct cleaning, then you might rank pretty well for that because duct is in your name. Some other ranking factors is photos, making sure that you keep having new photos and posts on your Google business listing. Continually updating it. That will help rank it a lot. Other things is making sure you have the right categories. So for your business, let's click on a few of these guys and check out what categories they're listed as. HVAC contractor, air conditioning contractor, repair service, duct cleaning, boil supplier, all of those. You might want to take a screenshot of that. Those are great categories that you want to have your business listed under. If you don't have the right the category for each service, then when somebody searches for HVAC contractor, you're not going to show up. So be really careful when you're choosing your primary category and your subcategories. Of course, you want to have the right location targeted as well, so that you'll show up in the map on all the locations that you're targeting. And the last thing to rank your Google business listing is you're going to get lots of citations. So what a citation is, just really quickly, it's a directory. Oops, wrong one. So every time you get your business listed, on your Facebook page, that's one citation. Let's pull up a list just so you can see things like Home Advisor, Yellow Pages, Yelp, all of those things. Every time you get your business listed in one, let's see if there's one for HVAC or air conditioning. Nope. I don't know. But these are all examples of citations. Usually when I'm trying to rank a business, I'll get around 100 or 200 of those. Every time you get listed in one of those, it makes your business seem more credible and it will rank you higher on the map pack. So that's option number 1. That's what I strongly suggest every business to do because it's free and it just takes some time to create the citations and get the reviews. But aside from that, it doesn't take much time investment to actually rank it. Number 2 would be to build a website and rank the website. So if you'll notice when I was searching Minneapolis air conditioner installation, the first thing that showed up is the ad and the map pack. Then you have all of these websites. So these websites are also bringing in a lot of traffic. And there's a lot of different factors to ranking a website. Number 1 is having a lot of content. Notice how long this page is. That's because Google ranks longer content websites. Also, it's really important to have the specific keywords you're trying to rank for inside of the content. So if you're trying to rank for air conditioning repairman Minneapolis, you want to have those specific keywords inside of the content of the website. So when I put that website in my tool, you can see that he's getting 7.4 thousand organic traffic every month. Now that's translating to multiple calls every single day for his services. and we can look at the exact keywords that he's targeting and how he's ranking. And so the best kinds of keywords are the ones with the service you do as well as the location. So that gets air conditioning repair Minneapolis gets searched 200 times every month, and 67 people out of those 200 are clicking to his website because he's in the ranking #1. That's usually pretty common. The #1 ranker usually gets about 30% of the total search volume. Furnace repair Minneapolis gets searched 150 times, etc. So if we were to build your own website, we would take the best keywords with the highest search volume that are local to your area, your target area, as well as your services. We'd write content based around those keywords and then build your own website. And it just depends on your budget and your timeline. It takes definitely some investment in order to upfront investment to get the website built, and then some ongoing investment to get these things called backlinks. That's the other main ranking factor. It's called off-page SEO. You need to make your website seem more credible to Google, and you do that by having other websites talk about you. So you'd write articles or blog posts, and you'd send them to other websites to publish them, or press releases. And every time you do that, your Google sees that other people are talking about your website, and it makes your content look more credible, and it will rank you higher for all the keywords that you're currently indexed for. And so that's what this guy's done. He's gotten over almost 2,000 backlinks, and he's now he's ranking super well for all of those keywords. So that's off-page SEO. That's what I specialize in personally. I think this is the highest ROI you can ever get in any kind of marketing, because once you're ranking, this guy's probably getting 50 installs every month off of just this, and once you're ranking, it really builds credibility to your business. People see that you're ranking really high on Google, and they automatically assume you're the pro in the area. So it's definitely one of the highest ROI of any marketing you can do. But it takes investment and it takes time. It will probably take us 6 to 8 months before you really get the results to come back. And so a brand new business, it's kind of hard to afford to put out money with a long-term investment. That being said, the short-term investments usually take more upfront, but the return on investments really quickly, and those would be running these kind of ads: Google ads and Facebook ads. So Google ads are great because anybody who's searching for Minneapolis air conditioning installation has buyer intent. They're looking to find somebody to buy from. So they're either going to buy it from this ad, they're going to buy it from here, or they're going to buy it from here. So ideally, you want to be controlling all three. You want to be these ads, you want to be here, and you want to be here to get every single one of the traffic. But this costs money. Every time somebody clicks on this, they're probably paying $20 to $30 just for that one click, because HVAC in Memphis is a fairly competitive market. So it has a high conversion rate into sales for every click, but the cost is pretty high. For another HVAC customer, we were looking at around $100 per install, $100 to $200 per install. So that's definitely worth it to you. But if you're putting up $200, per solid lead, like a phone call, then that can get really expensive really fast for a new business with a small marketing budget. Another option is Facebook ads. So I'm sure you see when you're scrolling on Facebook, people advertising different things. And so usually when I'm doing Facebook ads, I will target air conditioning replacements, because repair, usually people who are repairing it, they're not just scrolling around Facebook. You want to be advertising proactive replacements. Say like, hey guys, the worst thing in the world is when your air conditioning stops working in the middle of summer. Get it replaced now, get it checked out now. We'll do this discount off of all replacements or something like that. And then usually for air conditioning replacements, my lead cost is usually around $10 to $20 per lead. And so as long as you're a pretty good closer, then you're able to convert those into the lifetime value of a customer. Not only they're going to buy an AC from you, but they're also going to need service and etc. But that does cost money up front in order to get the ball rolling as well. The ad spend in order to make a successful campaign happen is probably $30 to $40 per day, and so you're not going to be able to do it with just a $200 a month budget. It just isn't possible. So it just totally depends. If you're okay waiting a long time, the highest ROI that I'd suggest is building a website and doing monthly SEO. I'm okay working with small budgets, even for monthly SEO. You know, we can work with any budget on that because it just depends on how quickly you want to rank and how aggressive you want to do it. Facebook does require an ad spend. I'm okay working with small businesses and just getting paid on closed deals or on commission. That's fine with me. I'm all about helping small business owners, but it does require a decent amount of ad spend in order to make it work. So no matter what you're doing, it's going to cost some form of money up front. But the first thing I would recommend you do is definitely go create a Google business listing because that is free. If you need help with citations, I can sell you and build a bunch of citations for you and get those knocked out in just a week to help you rank. And I can also audit your Google business listing to make sure it's set up correctly for free if you need help with any of that stuff. So hopefully that helps answer your question about generating leads. I can give you a specific quote for any of the different options you want to look into later on. If you want to see a quote for how much a website would cost, we can get on a call and talk about what services you do and how big of a website it is and make a quote for that. Or if you want to look at more into Facebook advertising or pay-per-click advertising, we can get on a call and make a quote for that as well. But hopefully that answers your questions. Let me know if you have any other marketing questions later on or if you'd like to get on a call.